Hello everyone and welcome to this video. I'm gonna make a small update because lately I'm seeing more and more people using my motion data, and when I look at the video it's kind of like but I'm sure it looked better on mine. So here's a little explanation on why that is. I'm gonna show you a little bit what I mean by it. Just let me resize this one a little bit. There we go. I have here two models, one of the when I created the original data on, and one of the older models that has the exact same copy of motion data of the lip sync than the original model. And I'm gonna show you how come that, hey, why does it look different? Well, the reason why it is different because the original motion data that I created on the original model is slightly more advanced than the older type of models. So I'm just loaded up one of my projects here, and you can ignore this model. So yeah, as you can see, this is our older type model, and we on this side we have the original one. And as I said before, they have both the same data, and I will play the video and you will see what I mean by, hey, it looks indeed different, but then again, the lip sync is exactly the same. So let's take a look and you'll see.
I used to bite my tongue and hold my breath, scared to rock the boat and make a mess. So I said quietly, agreed politely.
So as you notice, some of the emotion or some of the lip sync didn't quite go with it, because like I said, the original model is slightly more advanced and the older type of models don't have those key points, or they're slightly different, or they're not advanced enough to show it. And I will actually show you where it actually is. Let me see, 100. And we will go over the motion data and see what the actually difference is between them. Let's extend this. So as you can see, like the points are a little bit different, and in all honesty, I cannot read all of these. I think it's Japanese type, but yeah, if you look at here, they're all different. They're also different locations. So that's the first point. Um, so let's go with the first lip sync. So this should be an A. And let's go to the original model. This one. So as you can see, there's a lot more key points, and at the moment it's indeed an A, so that's still seeable. However, this one, the A2, would be, let's see, where is it open? It's kind of hard to see. I think it's open here. Yeah, a little bit. So we go to the other model, and it's not there. As you can see, the mouth is still closed and the original is still open. So that's why I said, like, the original model is slightly more advanced, and I should keep in mind to make it compatible with the older type of models, but most of the time most people are using the latest models. So that's why I'm pointing on, because it looks way better, and the old models are still nice, but they're not as advanced in the lip sync. So that's why I created it on the advanced model. So because it looks a little bit more natural, there's a little bit more going on, and it's more accurate in the real life. And that's what I'm actually aiming for. So as you can see, that's one point that is already missing. I must admit, like lately, I've been concentrating a little bit more on leaving it out, but it depends on which model I'm working for, or which model I'm actually going to aim for in the end project. Like, for example, the Lily model from Last Pause. Um, she doesn't have that A2 either, so I'm forced to keep that out, and it makes my job a lot harder because some of the mouth expressions of the words that she's singing isn't quite compatible of what I can show. So it's a lot harder for me to leave it out than actually put it in, because then I have to find new ways to make more combinations. Like, for example, with certain O letters, like you can just have the O slider all the way. Let's see, like, oh wait, different model. Like here, if I just go a little bit back, I'll show you what I mean by it. Like we have this O. Let me zoom in a little bit. You have this O, and as you can see, it's pretty wide. But what I'm doing lately is a combination of the two. Like we have O and U, and then we can make it a little bit more natural if it's not that big of an O, but it looks way better. Like you have O, like it's smaller than when you actually have the original O, and that would be this one. So it's really up to you what you guys prefer, like either this O or the combination O. And I personally, I think the combination O is looking a lot better because it's smaller. It's like more cuter. At least that's my opinion. But as you can see, like the combination is a little bit better. But with the A, for an example, I'm not quite sure like what combination I can use for it. Like if I look at this one, it's the A2. It's more like if she's saying the letter K from come on, or I think that's actually a C. Anyway, I guess you know what I mean. Like now she's actually dropping her jar, like like she's actually like taking a bite out of an apple. Like she's actually dropping her her chin and everything. But to make a combination of this, I'm not quite sure which one I can use for it because the most basic one is like the O a little, then A, and that's the closest I can get, but it's not the same as you can see. So that's why I'm trying to put it in, but if I have to leave it out because the models are not compatible with it, it's making my job a lot harder. So yeah, that's most of the reason why people, when they're using older type models, that the lip sync isn't as good as it should be. So let's see if I can find another example. Like even with the T, with the teeth, as you can see here, the model doesn't really show it. So it's kind of like, okay, it's gonna look bad, and I just wanted to clarify and make sure that everybody knows, like, hey, on his video it looks better, but when I put it on an older model, you can't expect this type of things to happen. So either you have to alter the data yourself, or I would recommend using a later model like the TDA models. But if you're using the older models and I'm using this type of stuff, like with the T, like that they actually show the teeth, you're gonna run in some problems. So keep that in mind that the T and the A2 are usually not supported. So it's gonna look funny and weird and out of sync when you're using older models. So that's basically what I wanted to show you guys. Like, as I said, I'm really honored that you guys are wanted to use my motion data, and I'm happy that you guys like it. But keep it in mind, if you're gonna use my data and you put it on an older type model, you're gonna run into problems and it might like sync enough. So keep that in mind. You can load it up on a different model and alter it. Like you can remove or re-edit all the eye motion data and replace it with something else. So it should be really easy to find out which one it is, but it's gonna take you a lot of time and work. Like usually for me, depending on how much text there is, it's taking me about 3 days minimum to finish the lip sync data, depending on how much time text there is. But yeah, it's roughly 8 hours per day. So that's like, let's see, 3 times 8. Oh man, I'm really bad at math in my head. But anyway, you know what I mean? It's gonna cost you a lot of time, and I try to keep it in mind. But as I said before, I'm usually working with the advanced model because most models that are coming out now, or people creating new models, are all the new type of models, and that's why it should be compatible with. Um, Speaking of that, there's another song if I'm not mistaken, like the latest Tell Your World video that I uploaded a while back with the guitar and everything. That motion data is compatible with both songs. However, with the older type models, it's gonna be a little bit difficult. Um, but yeah, anyway, you basically get the idea. And with this project, it was basically the old and new version, I think, of the lip sync that I did. Let me see if I can open up something else. Are you sure? Yes, this is just open. I think this is one with the guitar. Yes. As I said before in previous videos, I'm unable to sync up the guitar properly, and it's not looking perfect. But the lip sync data is also made with the T and all that kind of stuff. If you can actually, oh wait, I'm almost at the end. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see if I can actually zoom in. Like at the moment we have like I going on, so it's not gonna work properly with the older type of models. But yeah, that's just what I was trying to tell you guys. Like if you load this on an older type model, it's gonna look a little bit weird. But yeah, that's just well, at least I'm just mumbling way too much at the moment. I'm really sorry. I'm not feeling so well. I'm kind of a little bit sick. I have like a wound here. Like I've been bitten by a mosquito and it's just been itching and I'm totally ripped off the skin and everything. So, but yeah. Anyway, I'm also need to apologize to you guys because I haven't really been working on these projects lately. I'm just not feeling up to it, and I don't really have that much time to work on this. Like I'm still stuck with this project that I still need to find out where the actual A comes in. With the little black magic one, I haven't really been doing anything either. Like I just barely had any time with it, and apparently I need to load up the models. And I'm just gonna skip that. Well, anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. It's a little bit insight on what's going on with the motion data. Like, yeah. So anyway, I've been talking way too much again. I'm really sorry. Um, I hope you guys are patient with me. I am working on it, and yeah, when I have time again, I will start working on these projects. I'm not quite sure when I actually have time. Like with World of Warcraft lately, the new expansion is coming out soon, so I'm gonna be busy with that. I'm gonna be streaming. I'm gonna be playing with friends and stuff like that. Also, I've been playing other games lately and been streaming, so I'm really busy with that. And with all the videos that I make for YouTube, I'm not earning any money with it. So yeah, that's just because of the copyrights and all that kind of stuff, and I just don't know quite how it all works. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you in another video. And yeah, look forward to the new video. So see you guys.